Here's a review of the Panasonic EX640-inch television. It's a high-definition television. It's 4K, which I believe means it's effectively one of the best televisions at this moment in time. I'm somebody who has very much only ever had standard televisions. I've been a little bit behind the times, I guess. I've never really been fazed in the past by visuals and things like that. But since I've got this TV, I have to say it's absolutely fantastic. So that is that's our current channel, BBC One, in HD. And look how clear the picture is. I was watching something that was a bit like a gardening graphic yesterday, and you felt like you were almost in the garden. It was that great. So for me, I think this is a phenomenal product because you can see everything so clearly. More importantly, though, it's a smart TV, which I think is great. I've never had a smart TV before. Again, I've always had to rely on things like Freeview boxes and other sort of products to link everything together. With this, it's all in one. So if I was to, for instance, click the home button, it will produce a list where we could do whatever we wanted. So we can watch live TV, which is of course Freeview, any other channels that you have on there. But also there's an apps section as well. So if you're a fan of Netflix, for instance, as I am, you will see that automatically the Netflix app is installed. There's other sorts of apps as well, so you can have a calendar, you can program your calendar and sync your calendar. So if you're one of those sorts of people who wants to be sitting at home at night, you wonder, oh, what am I doing tomorrow? You can do it by clicking on that. Equally, you can browse online as well. So obviously these days we're always connected to the internet, we're always looking at things. You can do it just literally by using your remote and looking at your television. Of course, there's all the standard catch-ups as well, so no need to have to pull your laptop out like the old days like I used to. We got BBC iPlayer there, ITV, all 4 and Channel 5 as well. Another thing that's really, really very, very cool, I think, if we can find it, is the fact that there's this AccuWeather. So you can program it to a certain location and it will tell you what the weather is. Now, I know that's really simple. You'd think maybe let's just look out the window, but you can program any location across the country. So here we have Wigan showing a lot of sun at this moment in time, at least until the sun sets. But you can program wherever you want in the world. So if you want to, I don't know why you would, but if you want to look at multiple locations and you want to see what the weather's like, then I think it's fantastic. If we go back to home page, the other thing that I think is really, really interesting is you can program things on your home screen. So these are all my presets, all the HD channels, and I think I've got a music channel there as well. There you go, magic. You can program them through the guide, which means all you have to do, click the home button, come onto one of these, and then you can click on and get straight to it, which I think is really fantastic. If I show you this as well, the remote has got a Netflix button, which I know it's a very simple thing, but I think that's fantastic. So if I was to press that, it should bring up, there we go, Netflix. Dead simple. And also, if you're like me, you can be a little bit of a nightmare when operating technology. Anyone can use it, which I think is fantastic. The only thing I would say that is downside for me for this product is, if I show you my cabinet, you will see that it's not actually on a stand. So this is actually just leaning in the corner, very securely, I have to say, against the wall at this moment in time. Obviously, it did come with a stand, but the problem I found was when I attached it, the legs would go either end here, so they would go about there and about there. It couldn't actually fit on. Now, you might say, well, that's my fault for not having a big enough stand. But I think in an ideal world, with other TV products, you would have those stands where you could put them further in. So, for instance, if we could maybe have them further in, so obviously they're stable in the product, but you can obviously fit it on. That's the only downside, I think, really, to this product.